to talk with all of you. I'm glad that you're all educators. It's always wonderful to meet with teachers. I used to be a physics teacher in public schools, like government schools, outside of the city of Chicago. And I did that for 7 years, and now I've been supporting teachers of math and science for about 10 years. So I've used PhET Simulations since my university days when I was preparing to become a teacher, and now I work at PhET. I've worked with them for about 3 years. So yeah, it's just exciting. Blessing is one of our fellows. As many of you might know, we've had a fellowship program funded by the MasterCard Foundation. And so we love working with Blessing and seeing her share all of her knowledge and expertise. And I know you all do things like that too. So yeah, it's good to be around teachers.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thank you. I appreciate you for taking our time being here. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so just a brief introduction. This program is hosted by DTW Foundation. Okay, and we are the creators of DTW Tutorials, an educational channel on YouTube, support students with maths and science videos, okay, preparing for our WAEC, our West African exams, okay, and we also encourage science, technology, engineering, and mathematics study, and now we are trying to train STEM teachers, okay, to give them tools, digital tools that can help them, pass good information to their learners. Okay, so that's what we are here, and that's what we've been doing. All right, so today's objectives. So we're going to reflect on active learning in maths or science. All right, how to develop strategies for writing sim-based inquiry activities for maths and science, and design a sim-based maths and science activity sheet, because that's the next course. So last week we spoke on the first course, Introduction to PhET, and also Whole Class to PhET. All right, so before we get on to this class, which is on activity design with PhET, okay, I want us to questions. If you have questions, queries from week one, your introduction course, your whole class, what's going on? There are several questions on the group. Now I want you to unmute and ask me any issues you're having on the Coursera platform. If you have any, you can just raise your hands. And unmute yourself and, ask your question. Or you can type on the chat box. Okay, yeah, Mr. Victor, please go ahead. Mr. Victor, you can go ahead.
All right. Good afternoon, ma.
Yeah, and Rebecca is going to take us through this, okay? Rebecca, over to you. Okay, continue, Victor.
All right, ma. Yes, thank you so much. I think I was in the last meeting the other day, and I began to engage the Coursera course, and I began to take my courses. But I actually started using the computer. I was told when I started off, because I started with my laptop, knowing fully well that I was first notified that the course is not designed for a smartphone, it's designed for the laptop, which I started, and I was making quite progress. But I saw that it immediately took me to week 2. I was thinking I should just finish week 1, then probably take it while and enter week 2. But immediately I saw myself, I had already started doing week 2. So I paused a bit, only for me to come back to the course, and I was finding it difficult to trace where I stopped. I tried to use my phone now, and it was not as if it was not continuing from where I stopped. Even though I registered and all of that, it was continuing rather from the beginning for me. So I don't know, and that was my challenge. I don't know how to navigate that.
So it sounds to me like maybe you have 2 separate accounts, and you need to make sure that you're using the same email address that you used on one device as on the other. If you're using the exact same account, it will look the same no matter what device you're on. So I would just suggest that you go maybe log out of the device that you're currently on, the second device, and make sure you're using the same profile as what you were using in your first account. I'm not sure. It sounds like it might be a one-on-one might be necessary, but it sounds like you've got two separate courses going. Question, Victor?
Yes, it does, but I don't think I have two separate accounts. But I think I'll take in I'll try to take in the login in again and see what how it goes from
Yeah,
there.
try that. And also, I should tell you, so I mean, if you can do the course on mobile, like that's fine. It's just that where it becomes very difficult is when you have to complete the templates for the assignments, because it's just hard to work in like a Word document on a smartphone. So you might just want to like WhatsApp the message to yourself, or send it in your email so that then you can submit it on your phone. So it will work on your phone. It's just not ideal for completing the assignments. I hope that
It's
helped.
okay. Yes, thank you so much. Thank
Yep.
you.
I see there's a couple questions here from Balagan in the chat about having issues with the network and the platform takes a long time to load. And I'm sorry, yeah, I don't know. It sounds like maybe if you can go someplace that has a stronger connection. I know that's not a great solution, but there's also a way to, if you use the app, if you use the app, so there's an app for Coursera that allows you to download all of the content. I think like when you have strong internet connection, and then you can see it downloaded. I'll get the link for you real quick. The Coursera app. And if you log in with the exact same account, you should be able to see everything there. So I'll just respond to that here. And I see there's also a question from Abuja Academy. So if you've completed the course, there's a link. There should say my achievements, and then you can get your certificate. Blessing, do you have the FAQ document handy? Because that's where that question is listed.
Yes, and I've shared it on the group. Yes, it's on the group.
Maybe you can let's see
I'll
here.
share it. Yeah.
Maybe post it here just in case. There's a link on the FAQ document that shows you how to get the certificate. But it's also possible that the course, you actually have not completed the course, because it doesn't only depend upon you. So if you've submitted your assignments have to get scored by, I think, 3 people, and you also have to score other people's work. So some people think that they're done, but they actually are not done. And if you go into the course and look at your grade, you'll see that it's not yet complete. So in cases like this, I would strongly suggest you to go in, look at your grade. If you see an issue, screen capture it and then put it in the WhatsApp, or send it to Blessing. That's probably the best choice, so that Blessing can review. I think that's all the questions that I see so far.
Okay, anyone with any other question? Okay, if you're finding it difficult to navigate the Coursera course, then, okay, first of all, I'm going to ask on the group, who has started? If you've started the course, let me see a thumbs up on Coursera. If you started the course on Coursera, let me see a thumbs up in the chat box. Yeah, I see Abuja Academy, thumbs up. In the chat box, let me see a thumbs up. A yes. Yes, I've started. Oh, good. Good. Okay. Do you see a question there, Rebecca, from Adeni?
Let me see. Okay, yeah, Denny, let's see. I want to ask if I log into the PhET account now and want to link my students and share slides. So this is a question about the PhET website, and I'll just show you really quickly the difference between working on the PhET website with and without a teacher account. So this is not about Coursera, but of course in Coursera you learn how to make a teacher account. So the website is the place where you can go to get the simulations, and nobody needs a login for this, not even teachers. Students just use the simulations. There are no student accounts and there are no class accounts on the PhET website. The one reason why you might want a teacher account is because perhaps you want to see teaching resources like teacher tips or activities. So you see here, there are some activities that teachers can create or can use, but it requires you to log in. And we do that because we don't want students to be seeing, you know, like teacher plans and things like that. But that's really all that you can do with the teacher account. So now I'm able to actually download and see the activities. And now when I go to the web page and I look at the teaching resources, they show up. But there is no way to link students or to link classes. And the reason we do that is because we want to protect the privacy, particularly of children. And so we don't have any kind of student account. It just makes PhET simulations more accessible around the world because many countries will not allow companies to have student accounts without some big legal agreements. So we don't have any kind of way to share information with students on the PhET webpage. If you want to give them the PhET simulation, you just give them the link and copy it and just give it to them, or you could create a URL or tell them to go to the website. I hope that helps. And let's see, I think those are the only questions so far.
Good. Yeah, good job, everyone. I see a lot of thumbs up on people that have started. If you haven't started, what is the issue? What problem are you finding difficulty in? What problem are you having if you haven't started? Okay, I see another person thumbs up. You started. Okay, we're 40 here now, and this thumbs up isn't up to 40. So if you haven't started, let us know the issue you're having. You can't log in, you haven't received the mails. Okay, you started the course, good. Okay, so what's the issue for those that have not started? Let us know now so we can, clear that out. Oh, a lot of people have started actually. Okay, good. Okay, good. So any problems you are having on the way, just do let us know, drop it in the chat box. All right, and I would respond. How do I view my grades on Coursera? Rebecca?
Yeah, let me show you.
Yeah.
I'll show screen right here. Okay. So when you enter a course, this is what you will see. Now, if you're on a mobile device, it might look different, and you will have a check mark for everything that you have done. So let's just say I enter, and I'm just showing this because I know some people, may not have gone into the course yet. So you'd go through the course, you'd click on the links, do the readings, etc. For readings, you just mark as complete. That's it, and then you go to the next thing. There's a survey, and then you go to the next item and continue. So to go to your grades, there's a couple different ways to do that. The best way, I think, so you'll look here, you always look at the menu on the side. There's nothing here about grades, but if you go back to the main agenda, you will notice over here on the left side, you have week 1, week 2, and you have grades. So you'll click on grades, and then you will see what you have. So in this assignment, you have, I'll just give you one example, a couple examples. This is a fairly simple assignment where what you must do is find simulations that would support your teaching. And so it tells you what the requirements are. There's a template you must download, and it tells you how you will be scored. Once you've done that, you go to My Submission, you put in your name, just to say, yes, I promise I'm not copying somebody else's work, and then here you upload your file. Once you've done that, a lot of people think that they're done and that they should get the certificate. But you are not yet done because you have the responsibility of scoring other people's assignments. So if I go back and look at grades, you will see that one requirement is that you must review 2 other people's assignments. So if you've done the first assignment, hopefully you'll have a grade within a few days. It does not happen immediately because other people need to score your assignment. And you also have to go in and score other people's assignments. So you'd click on that and then click Start Reviewing. And then you will get a random person, another colleague who has an assignment. You'd click on that assignment. We'd open it up. I'll just do this really quickly. They should all be anonymous, so you shouldn't actually know whose is whose. And if let me stop my share. Sorry, I need to bring the document over. I'm sorry, I may be giving more information than the question asked, but I think a lot of times these questions are very closely related. So here's the assignment.
I think it's okay, Rebecca. I think you just take them through it all again.
Sure.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
here's this person's assignment. They've left the example in here, which is fine. And then it looks like this person has put in a variety of different other simulations and possible learning goals that might go with each of those simulations. So there's a few different things that we would need to do then when we're doing the reviewing assignment. Let me open this back up again. We now need to go through this rubric and we need to answer, does it actually comply with the requirements? Does it describe the course in the context? Does it list the topics? Does it have 3 different simulations with the name and hyperlink? Does it have 5 concepts that could be learned from each one of those simulations? I'm not sure if I actually saw that, so I would go back, I would double check, and then I would choose either 1 point or 0 points, and I could put additional feedback, and I would push Submit Review. I'm not going to do that now because I'd want to take time with this and really give feedback. And then once you do that, once you submit, you will get a second one that you need to do. So those are the 2 things you need to do. And once you have gone to your grading, you should be able to see that it's complete. So again, you need to go back to the main course. So to do that, you can follow the like I just showed you here. When you're in any assignment, you'll see the home button and week 1 or week 2. Click on whatever that is, and the grades will be right here. And this is what should be complete. It should show your grade. Okay? Does that help answer that question? I hope. Okay. I think that answers that question. Let me take a look at other questions I have here. So Agnes, you're on module 1, but the problem is having the inability to change the Chrome on Android to read and write to do the pre-lab activity. It sounds like you're in module 1 of course 3, maybe? I'm not sure. But I will say to do the assignments, this is where having a computer is much, much easier. So I'm guessing that might just be the trouble. It can be hard to edit on a smartphone. Joshua is asking the question, I've done this course before. Is this a new one different from the previous? So there's a slight difference between this round of workshops, and that is that we've improved the course to have more content and we've reorganized it a little bit. We took the first course and split it into 2 separate courses. So if you've already done this course, almost everything's the same. And so I probably would say it's not necessary for you, but if you want to do it again, there's no problem at all. Peace. So when you're going into your email, it's asking you probably to try to pay or something. When that happens, it's generally because you might not be using the same email that you provided to Blessing. What I would ask you to do is to go I'm just wondering, you should definitely log out of Coursera, click on the email directly again, and then log in and make sure that you're using the exact same email that you gave Blessing. And on top of it, put in your email, don't use Google. Let me show you what I mean, because I find some people do this a lot.
You're not sharing your screen.
I will share now. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm not sharing right now, right? No.
Yeah.
Okay, let me share it. Okay. When you go into Coursera, if let's just imagine that you gave Blessing your email address and your email address was abc@gmail.com, you need to type it in here, abc, at gmail.com. Do not continue with Google, because that Google address, by clicking on this, the system from Coursera may not recognize you. So you'll need to do it here. Of course, if you don't already have an account, you'll need to go to New to Coursera, sign up. And again, do not use Google, do not use Facebook, do not use Apple. You'd have to put in your name, whatever your name is. He'll just say your name is ABC and then abc@gmail.com, and then create your password. Google does not necessarily interface, and the reason why you've gotten an invitation is because Blessing got your email address and gave that to the Coursera system, and it will only recognize it if you sign up here. Okay. Let's see what other questions we get. Can we start the course using the app instead of going through the mail? You still have to, even if you're doing it on mobile and you have the app, you still have to click on the email, because that's how you get into the private course. But yes, you technically can do it in the app. Let's see here. Okay, Agnes, so yeah, let us know if you still have troubles. It looks like Abuja Academy, you still have a question about how can you sign up? I'm not sure.
Abuja Academy, you've already started, so you have no problem. Okay, just always join from the email sent to you. Okay.
Yeah. And Peace, if you registered twice, it depends upon how you registered. If you registered with the same email address, that could be a problem. But again, if you log out and then try again, it should be fine. We may need to have you share your screen later if you'd like, and then we can see what's going on.
Okay, yeah. I think Peace can share. She can share, give a screenshot and send on the group. So
yeah, that would be the best thing. Screenshotting or even capturing a short video is probably the best thing. Yeah, for these kinds of problems. But it's generally because people try to log in using Gmail, using Google, rather than actually typing in their email address. Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah, I think you have, okay. I discovered it is better using the app than using a web browser. Okay. Oh,
Xiaomi, you need to do I'm sorry, that's the name of your phone. You need to do all links, all 4 links, because each link takes you to a separate course. That's they're not like linked to one another.
let me quickly, I think I should quickly share my screen on that and show you.
And to answer your question, Edwin, do you have to finish one before moving to another? No, you do not need to finish one course before you click on the next link in the email. You can
Okay.
enter all 4 courses, just don't start on the other 3. Start on the one and then work your way through. But you don't have to like wait to log into all 4 courses. You can do all of those immediately.
Okay. So from here, you would receive these 4 mails. Can we all see my screen? These 4 mails. Okay, introduction, whole class, activity design, and implementation of PhET activities. Okay, so please go into the first one, click on join group. If it's your first time on Coursera, it is going to tell you to create an account. Okay, so create the account using the email, all right, that you used to register for this course. The email that you received these mails on, please. Okay, because that's the mail that we have saved on our own database, all right, and accepted you as a student on Coursera, all right? So when you register, okay, it would now be on your dashboard. And we tell people that immediately you join this first course, go to the other 3 courses, go in them immediately and click on join. Okay, click on join. Go in here also, click on join. Go in here also, click on join, okay? Because if you just join this first, when you're on the website, what Coursera does is, Coursera recommends the other 3 courses on the website. And when you join by that recommendation, okay, just like ads, it will start asking you to pay, all right? Because you are joining from the website, all right? It will start asking you to pay. So to avoid this, and I think that pays about $69, right?
Under normal circumstances, yeah, but there's no
Yeah.
cost for this, for
Yeah, but
participation.
if you are doing this workshop with us, it is absolutely free. So please do make sure you join immediately. As I've stated in the document, which I shared on the group, immediately, it's on red here. Please kindly join all of them immediately, and this is it. So I advise everyone to please read this document. I know it's a bit of a long read, but you know, it's an online virtual course. So most of it is reading. All right. So please read this document. You have to start with the first course introduction, go to the second, you have to go to the third, you know, all the schedule is here. And I've also done a video on how to navigate the courses. All right. So please do read the document on the WhatsApp group. If you're not on the WhatsApp group and you are here, all right, kindly let me know. So I share the WhatsApp group link. Okay. Is there any other question? Can I share my screen to see what's going on? Someone just asked me privately. Okay, you can quickly, just for a few minutes, let me stop sharing. Yeah, please, you can quickly share your screen. Are you there? Unmute yourself and quickly share. Are you there, please? You don't have much time now. Please, you need to
Hello.
unmute. Yeah, can you
Okay,
quickly?
good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, can I share now?
Yes, you can.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Looks like you might not yet be sharing.
I think I'm finding it hard. Is it sharing now?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So these are the email I got from
Yes.
for the courses. When I
Yes.
click on it, it says join group.
Yeah, join.
But when I click on the group, you see what's good. Oh,
Just almost went into your dashboard.
So click on log in with email.
log in with email.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, with email. With email. You said you clicked on login with the organization, yeah.
There you go. Now
Yeah.
put in the email you were just
This is the
using.
email I sent to Blessing. When I
Yes.
click on it, log in with it.
Okay. I don't know what's happened.
This is exactly what I see whenever I click on any of those emails. It will say enroll in a course to view your progress. It doesn't take me directly to the course.
Can you go back?
Okay, this is introduction to PhET, join group.
Okay, join group. Yeah, it just seemed like there were a whole bunch of pages that just got skipped. So log in with email.
Okay, I'll log in with this email I sent to Blessing.
So don't sign in with Google. It looks like it just tried to sign you in with Google, and that is probably the problem.
I signed in with the email address I sent to Blessing.
Yeah, it looked like that, but it looked like Google almost took over, like as the third party, and that's why I'm so confused.
Wow.
I would suggest you try on the computer first because
I just see someone's just said something in the chat box, Rebecca.
So Agnes, it looks like you had the same problem until you joined with a different email from the one you were invited with.
So I think it's the Google problem, Rebecca, that you noticed.
Yeah, I think so. Somebody else was going to say something. I'm sorry. Did somebody else have the same problem?
Yeah, that's what Agnes just said in the box now, the chat box.
Yeah, well, what surprises me is even though she typed into the email address, it still seemed like Google as a third party was trying to jump in, and you want to like deny that. Don't let that happen because it seemed like it was trying to recognize this is it's a third party process that somehow it just doesn't recognize what's going on. So
will you say Google is interfering with my joining?
yeah, there's a third party like authorization that seemed to like you saw how it popped up and showed you all your different email addresses.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
You do not want to select any of those. You should like somehow cancel that and force it to go in without using the Google pop-up.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll try
it again. Try it again and yeah, try not to let it do that. There should be a way to click out of that. It's just happened so fast on your phone when you were screen sharing. I don't know. Yeah.
And I also noticed something that the first time she clicked on it, it was as if it was going into the course.
Yeah, it did. And then
later bounced off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we've taken note of that particular problem. So the thing is, I think we have to emphasize that don't do that third party signing, because when you do that, now becomes a problem when you want to get in again. Okay, we've noticed that now. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I know you have to leave now. Thank you so much. So Let
Thank
us
you very much.
listen to our applause in the group chat. Thank you, Rebecca,
Thank
for
you.
joining us today. Okay.
Thank you. Good luck, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, bye. All right. Okay, so now let's quickly get on. Just have like few minutes to work on what we have today. So quickly, we have to share that so everyone is clear. All right. So active learning with PhET. So active learning is just focused on the action students take to achieve desired learning objectives, not the action teachers take, but students. The actions what students take to achieve what desired learning objective. In our first week, you must have looked at interactive lecture demonstration, concept questions, you must have looked at whole class inquiry and all. So these are pedagogies that bring a balance between a more teacher-controlled class and a more student-controlled class. Okay? So some of the characteristics of active learning that teachers should take into account, okay, that's we teachers, is we need to what? Understand and address the students' prior knowledge. Okay, before we start a subject, we know those prior knowledge that they need to have. So there should be a test, like a pre-lab. Anyway, you're going to see something like a pre-lab. There should be a pre-lab before you now introduce your main topic. Okay, and you need to connect. Another future of active learning is connecting a lesson to daily experiences of a student and apply it in different contexts. Okay, in each of our topics. All right, in each of the concepts we want to teach in class, let us try to have an example. Let us craft an example, okay, that applies to daily experiences in the student's life, so they can connect where is this concept needed. Okay, let me give an example. I did a video. My physics teachers, are you here? Yes, you're going to have access to the recorded video seminar. Okay, as in this recording. I did a video on micrometer screw gauge. I posted it online, and most students were asking me, how will this one feed somebody? Are you with me? How will this do that? Will this one bring money to my pocket and all? My physics teachers, are we here? Let me see a thumbs up. Can I see a thumbs up, my physics teachers, if you're here? So I want to ask, how can the knowledge of reading a micrometer screw gauge, how can it bring financial benefits to us? Can someone unmute and speak? Can it bring financial benefits to us? How can it bring? I don't know if you've had students that would just ask, Ma or Sir, how will this provide money for me? Or what will this knowledge do? Are you with me? Okay, so students ask those questions. All right. So we need to connect. We always need to connect all these things to our daily experiences to make them see where we can apply them. All right. And so, like for the micrometer screw gauge, when a student, some students were saying, how would this one fit me? And how would this do that? Some other people were like, oh, this enabled me. I worked in a factory, and this knowledge, in fact, it was even the test. In my test, I got this question to get that job. The knowledge of reading it gave me that particular job. So they don't know that you can apply all these things to several things. In industries where they make maybe papers, in manufacturing industry where they have to take diameter and all that of tiny things, you need the micrometer the screw gauge, and you need that knowledge. You have to pick up your book, your SS1 book, and learn. Okay, so we have to connect all these things to real life experiences. Where are these tools used? Where are these apparatus used? Okay, when we are teaching a particular concept. Another feature of active learning is what? It does what? It supports collaboration. Okay, you see students coming together, talking, peer-to-peer discussion, sharing, think, peer and share. Okay, it creates a safe environment for your students. It provides appropriate scaffolding. You as a teacher, okay, you make assessments as part of the learning process. That is a feature of active learning. Okay, and setting practices expectation as a response to specific what behavior. Okay, when you want to use active learning in your classes, you should have practices, class norms that you introduce. Okay, because when you are doing active learning, there's bound to be noise. So even our culture as teachers, that everywhere has to be quiet during a class, we have to change that mentality. We have to change that culture. Okay, because when you want to introduce active learning into the classroom, oh, your classroom is going to change. There's bound to be noise where there's active learning, but you can have certain practices that will curb and control those behaviors. For example, you can train your class when it becomes rowdy and so noisy. You can just clap. You see, you have set that particular rule in your class that when you hear me clap twice, reduce. And you see some students look and reduce their noise. If it's still going on, you clap again. And some other students will see, touch other students, stop, reduce. And before your class now is in one accord. So you need to establish certain practices, okay? And these are features of active learning, an active learning environment, which is quite key, okay? Because it makes learning engaging. All right, so students can use PhET Sims in the following setups: guided inquiries, activities using worksheets, okay? During classes, we're gonna look at an example of a worksheet. You can also use PhET Sims as homework assignments. All right, tell them this is the sim that you're going to use. Download it, all right, on your teacher's, your parents' phone, and you give them some questions, all right, and they go through it, okay? You can use it, combine digital and physical laboratory activities and guided inquiry activities in remote learning. So these are some ways that you can use this with your PhET simulations with your students, okay? Now, you should also know that to make the best use of PhET simulation and maximize learning outcomes for our students, it is important to not only consider the PhET sim you will use, but how you engage. So it is not about the first sim alone and your objectives, which you've learned in our first week, our intro and whole class to PhET. That's the second course, okay? This is not about the sim and your objective, but you must also think how to engage in your active design, which is your sheets, the plans you have made for your students, all right? And your own teacher facilitation, what you do each step of the way, you should have that plan, all right? So it is very critical. So PhET simulation, you need your PhET sim, you need your activity design, and also you need to state your teacher facilitation guide and steps. All right. So your activity sheet design, what it does is to maximize, all right, the benefit of using PhET in a classroom. Your activity sheet needs to be designed with specific goals in mind. Each activity should be student-centered, providing opportunities for students to engage in inquiry, discuss their thoughts, and share ideas with the sim as the central learning tool. So everything to be pointed to the sim that you are using on your activity sheets. Don't worry, we're going to see an example together. So it serves as a place to record thoughts, observation to facilitate sense-making, post challenging prompts that engage students by promoting interaction with the sim, and also give guidance towards your learning goals. Now, this is an example of an activity sheet. All right, this is an example of an activity sheet with guideline use highlighted. All right, you can see here, everything on your activity sheet should emphasize on your sim. should take the students' attention to the simulation, not so too much wordings. Are you with me? Short prompts, short challenge prompts. I'm sure in this course activity sheet, you are going to learn on how to create very good challenge prompts for your activity sheet design. Okay, and it should be no more than 2 pages. Please, no more than 2 pages. You should keep it short. And it should align to your goals. And there's something very important about each activity sheet. You should have a start of 5 minutes open play. It's a must. 5 minutes open play for your students to play with the sim without you even telling them anything about the simulation. You tell them, yes, I see a question. Can it be used offline? Xiaomi, you are messaging me directly. Try to change your button to everyone in the meeting. Okay? All right? So, yes, it can be downloaded and used offline. All right? So, number 4, minimal wording. Short. As I said, short written challenge prompts. Not too much word. Use tables, okay, as scaffolding. All right? And we'll see some examples now. And you will always see a guide in the Coursera course. There's always a template that you can download and use as a guide in preparing yours. So this is just a design guideline. These are the key things that an activity sheet should have. Not more than 2 pages, short. Okay, and everything, the goals, all right, you should lean on your simulation. Everything should lean on a simulation, not something outside the simulation. Okay, so it doesn't take you, how am I going to put it, out of the class. Oh, okay, so you know your objective, you know a particular simulation that explains your objective, then you now have to ask challenge prompts. Now, what are challenge prompts? Challenge prompts are open-ended question, not closed, not a yes or no question. Open-ended to make them explore. Are you with me? To make them think out of the box. Like here, look at this question. Questions like, how do you, what do you, not direct, close-ended question is an example is, will the bulb turn off? Then definitely a student will either say yes or no. Even if he doesn't know it, he will just pick one, yes or no. Are you with me? But when you ask something like, what do you think would happen? Then you see some students say, I think the bulb is going to get bulbs. You know, they start writing, thinking, making them explore. Okay, not closing their thinking. Okay, so that's what challenge prompt is all about. All right, so right now, I'm going to, give me some minutes. I'm going to share a document on the WhatsApp. Okay? I hope we're all on the WhatsApp group. Are we all on the WhatsApp group? Are we all on the WhatsApp group?
No, I'm not in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, just 1 minute. Let me share the link. Paste the link. Share the link. Okay, I've shared the link now. So please join before I share this document. I've shared the link, Mr. Anthony.
Okay.
Have you seen the link?
I have.
Okay, please join.
Me, I didn't see the link. I have not seen the link. Agnes, I have not seen it.
It's there, please. It's just check the chat box.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, I have shared that now. I've shared the document. Everyone. Have we seen the document on the WhatsApp group? If you have seen the document on the WhatsApp group, please say thumbs up, please. Let me have a thumbs up if you've seen the document on the WhatsApp group. Okay. Okay, I see a thumbs up. Okay, good. Okay, now, so open the documents. All right. Now, as I said here, we are going to step into the role of a student and walk through a PhET activity. That's what we are doing now as teachers. All right. We are going into the role of a student. Okay. So let's go into the activity sheet. This is our activity sheet. Look at it. All right. And it's on what? Build an atom simulation. So let me get you the build an atom simulation link. This is how you get your simulations in case. Let's build a nucleus, an atom. Let's build a molecule. Build an atom. You see that? So this is a simulation. I'm going to drop it on the group now. Dropped on the group. I'm going to drop in the chat box. So this is the simulation we are working on. So everyone, you have your activity sheets. So on a normal day, your students will write their name, dates, and the class. All right. So this goal of this activity topic is atomic addition. Okay, so identify additive inverses, model addition of integers using protons and neutrons, and extend this to a number line, create a rule for adding integers. So this is a mixture of chemistry and, okay. Now look at number 1. It says explore. As I said, one of the major feature of activity sheets is open play, which is I explore. You must explore the scene. Your students should always explore the sim, and you will see the importance when you are on the Coursera course. Okay, so here it says explore. So that's what you read, and it says write down 1 or 3 observations you have about building an atom. All right, so I want us to explore the sim, and we will do this on, where should we do it? On the chat group, on the WhatsApp group, so we have a record. All right, so on the WhatsApp group, let us type our observation of this. What do we observe about this simulation that I put in, this simulation? You know, when you come here, when you click on play, it takes you to the simulation. It takes you to the simulation, okay? So what do you observe? Let me see. I'm giving you 5 minutes for open play. If you are with me, let me see a thumbs up. If you're following, let me see a thumbs up, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you, Samuel. So let's continue. As the first thing, let's explore. I'm giving 5 minutes, then I want to see what you observe. So type 3 things what you observe in the chat WhatsApp group. Good, I see. Yes, good. Smarts, yes. Photons don't stick to the orbit, but only to the X mark. The neutrons, good. Electron orbits on the circles, good. The proton and neutron determine the nature of the elements. I see Jumi, I saw bowls of electrons, I saw orbital, I saw periodic table. Okay, so what do you wonder? Have you played around with it, Jumi? Have you played around with it? What can they do? What do you wonder about the same? Play around with it and write down your observations. What can you do with it? What happens? That would mean the person with this Xiaomi phone, you're still messaging me directly. There's a way you have to change that, to change your chat to everyone, so everyone sees your comment. Or just drop it on the WhatsApp group if you're on the WhatsApp. Okay? Okay, I'm waiting for our feedbacks in the WhatsApp. It's 5 minutes is up. Okay, I see Samuel, I see Niyi. So after clicking on play, I saw build an atom symbol and game. You click build an atom. So that is where we are. So click on it. Okay, if you see from the screen, you have atom symbol game. So we're in atom. So enter atom, that's a simulation we are studying on. Okay, and play around with it. What do you observe? Because if you look at your sheet here, the activity sheet says here, explore the build an atom simulation for a few minutes, like 5 minutes, building whatever atoms you choose. Please, Faith, please stop writing on the screen. Building whatever atoms you choose. Write down 1 to 3 observations you have about building an atom. So that's the first thing as a teacher. In your activity sheet, you must give a question on exploration. Tell them explore. You give them a time, 5 minutes. Do whatever you want. You can tell them if it's an electric circuit, say build an electric circuit. Build something that gives light. Now write down observation. You'll be surprised that these kids, some of them will build it. And you've not taught them how to connect a circuit before. But with the simulation on DC electric circuits, okay, simulation, they will do it. Okay? So that's the first thing. Now that's question number 1. Now, you now go to question 2. You can see this is an activity sheet. All right. It says, now build 2 different atoms with a positive net charge, then record some info. Why am I reading? No, okay, read. Please, I'm not supposed to, because it's for students. You as a teacher, you're not going to start guiding them. All right, you just tell them what you do is, as a teacher, like what I'm doing is, you're done exploring. I see everyone writes. I say, everyone look up, let us discuss. We discuss, you hear their feedback. Like you are giving me feedback on WhatsApp now, I am reading it up. That's how you take feedback from your students. Then you now tell them, okay, go to question 2. So now everyone go to question 2 and use your simulation. You have your simulations, use it and do exactly what is said. You have a table here, do exactly what is said on question 2. Everyone now. And it takes 10 10 minutes to do question 2. Okay, I see your comment. Okay, are we working on number 2? Okay, if you have worked on your table, your protons, neutrons, electron, neutron, net charge, let us see your answers in the WhatsApp chat. If you finish for number 2, it says build 2 different atoms with a positive net charge, then record some information about your atoms in the tables and diagram below. So this is, okay, I want to give you a clue, but should I? Okay, as a teacher, I should. Now, open this up. This net charge button, all right? This is where you see if it is positive or negative, okay? Anyway, as a teacher, you should have opened this up. Should give them a clue. So now you build a positive net charge atom. And let's see your figures. How many protons, how many neutrons, how many electrons does that positive net charge atom have? Nobody have posted something on the group? Okay, I see something on the chat box. Okay. Okay, you say 8 proton, 6 neutron, 7 electron, net charge of positive 1. P, 8 neutron, 8 electron. Xiaomi, can you drop it on the WhatsApp group? And I don't know, Xiaomi, they are messaging me directly. Just drop it on the WhatsApp. Okay, okay. Ola, Olumi. Okay, you're still on observations. Okay, but we are on number 2, on question 2 on the activity sheet. Are we all following? Are we all creating our atom with a positive net charge? Let me see a thumbs up if we are. Are we working on it? Okay, I see Olasukome. Good. Okay. But look at the question. It says build 2 different atoms with a negative net charge. You built a positive and a negative. 2 atoms, 2 different atoms. Look at it. Follow the instruction. It's quite clear. Build 2 different atoms with a negative net charge. Okay. James says, James, were they asked for negative net charge? How do you work with it? Mr. Lee, I just see your chart. You have to play around with it now. You have your simulation there. Play around. I thought you what? Let me see what you wrote on your observation. After clicking, okay, you just saw play. You come here. Don't be scared, Mr. Lee. It's a simulation. Nothing is going to happen. You play around. What is going to happen when you move electrons? What is a neutron? What is going to happen when you move electron? What will happen? That is the observation. Can you see? I added one proton. It gives me what? Hydrogen. I add another one. Another. I have built a positive net charge. I've counted it. I have built here a negative net charge. Are you seeing me? I'm giving you people expo. I'm not supposed to do this. I've built a negative net charge of 1. And how many neutrons do I have? How many protons do I have? How many electrons do I have? That is what I am going to record on my sheet. Okay, on the question that the teacher gave to me. All right, I'll record my protons. Let me see. I don't know why everybody is doing positive. Is it? Oh, it's positive. Oh, I'm sorry, it's positive. Not, I thought it was negative. Okay. So let me build a positive net charge. Okay, so I need more proton for a positive net charge. All right. So here now I have how many proton? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I come to my sheet. I write 5. How many electrons do I have? I have 4. I come to my sheet. I write 4. How many neutrons? Neutrons 1, 2, 3, 4. I write 4. And the net charge is positive 1. All right. So I write 4. And net charge is positive 1. So I've recorded it. You know, this is taken out somewhere. Okay. And you do the same. So you're building 2. Now, it says here, after that, we're comparing results. So that's what everyone is doing now. Comparing results. As you're seeing it, you're seeing everybody's work. Okay, and comparing. And last comment, you did a negative. Okay, this should be number 4. It also says I should do what? Build a negative net charge. Then record some information about your atoms in the table. You do that. It says now, discuss with your partner and record your thoughts. In order to have a positive net charge, what must be true about the number of protons and neutrons? So you go check. If you want to have a positive net charge, what must be true? There's something that is consistent. It's because you built 2 atoms. Okay? Are you with me? So let's say I want to build another positive atom. This, I have to, a different positive atom. Let me say I increase this. I have positive. So I have 6 protons. So the difference there is just my proton. I added 1 proton. Okay. So on this table, I do 6, 4, 4 plus 2. Okay. So this is for my positive charge. This is my first atom. You can call what the atom is. This atom is carbon. I don't know. I didn't check for the last one. Okay, but the teacher from this activity sheet, we don't need to know what the atom is. Okay. These are the questions. What must be true about the number of protons and electrons? From here, from these 2 things, what must be true is that your number of protons must be more than what your electron. This is what I can write here. All right. The electron should be lower than what? Your protons. You see that? So, then you can see this. So later on, we have to stop here now. All right, but I'm liking the conversation and how we are all building up together. All right, so we have to stop here. Observations from the activity sheet from the models. You don't click one of the atom or cloud, it remains status until you select the model you want. The moment you drag the protons and neutrons to the plus position, the name of the element is automatically indicated on the shell. The element symbol is also indicated on the periodic table chart automatically. It's also observed that you could also tell whether it's a positive or negative charge. Good. Okay, 20 neutrons. Okay, good. Good, everyone, for participating. I love this. I love this. Okay, I love this. Thank you so much for your participation. Okay, now let me clear this. Let me stop sharing and share back. So I clear that. Okay, so this is an example of you going through an activity sheet. So you have gone through it now like a student. All right, so now you have to now learn how going through the Coursera course teaches you how to create a very good activity design sheet that is simple, straightforward, easy to follow, but also letting you driving your students, letting you construct questions, challenge prompts that drives your students to understand your learning goals. Okay, so that is what you're going to learn in this particular part of the course on Coursera. All right, so coming here, we've just done this. All right, so for your activity, there are some things that you should reflect on before you start, before you want to start creating an activity sheet. All right, did you achieve the lessons learning goal? All right, so these are some questions that you should ask even after you create one. Like we've created one, yes, we could not finish because of time, but for the teacher, you should have when you finish up, there's always like a reflection tool that you are going to have access to on the Coursera website, on the course on Coursera. All right, that helps you ask some particular question. Does this activity sheet achieve that learning? Every question I'm asking, did it link to the SIM? Will it help my students? Will it direct my students? Because it's like a scaffold. You are trying to pave a way, but not showing the students everything on the way. I think that's a better explanation. You are showing them the way, but not showing them everything on the way. So they have to now discover everything on the way through your questions, which we just did one now. So your question one is like pointing their eyes to some places. Go here, let your mind go here. But question two also pushes their focus on a particular place and they begin to explore. So those are the things you have to reflect on. What characteristics and structures do the activities have? What skills and attitudes are fostered by these types of activities? What should be your role and that of your students in the activity? Your role should be one of guiding, just a scaffold, not full control. And your student is a one of exploration, collaboration, because if you see from here, it says here, you can see here, it says, when you are done, compare your results with your partner. What this does is to check, is your partner following? Maybe he's doing something positive, he's doing negative. Is he having issues? Are you with me? So that's what this compare result, this pause and compare and collaborate. Okay? Is someone having something out of the box? Why is this person having this? And that's what they are comparing. All right? So some activity sheet heads up that we have to look at. Okay, before you select a topic, All right, because most teachers ask that, is it every topic that we are going to create activity sheet for? Because yes, creating an activity sheet can be a bit tedious. But I tell you, when you do it once for a particular topic, you can always do it every year. You can always reuse it to teach. And when you want to reuse it again, you can always revise. But at least you have something. All right. So there's a question. So that's the question every teacher asks. Oh, I have 45 minutes. Or let's say in a week, I have like how many periods? An activity sheet takes like 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes for you to cover an activity sheet. Okay, so what do you do? Which topic should I use an activity sheet for? For me, the answer is, we all know those difficult topics for students. Chemistry, physics, biology, maths. We all know those difficult topics, all those difficult concepts. That's, and we know that once students don't get it, it's a problem. And we have, as teachers, you've noticed that maybe there wasn't a very good physics teacher in their SS1. You see that problem? Most students tend to carry that problem to SS3. I don't know if you have ever had that kind of experience teaching. If you have, let me see a thumbs up in the box. Or you can unmute and speak. I've been the one speaking for a while now. Let us discuss. If you have. Yes, please speak.
Yes, I have. I'm a biology teacher, Agnes.
Yes.
I hate teaching mitosis. It's part of growth, but it's very dry. But at least if I can see something like this simulation that can arouse the interest of the students, even me too, as a teacher, I don't like teaching that topic. It's so dry. So, but with this now, at least it will, first of all, as a teacher, it will arouse my interest too. Then I will have an easier way to teach them, for them to understand. And there are a lot of topics too in biology that is so dry. I don't even know why they include it in the scheme, but with this now, it will help to teach.
Okay. Thank you so much, Agnes. Anyone wants to speak? Anyone, you can mute and give your opinion at this point. Okay, I see thumbs up, but someone speak, or mute and speak. Let me hear your experience about a topic that students have been having problems. Maybe you are teaching SS3 and there's a topic from SS1 that is disturbing your class. Then you're wondering, what didn't you learn it from SS1? Anyone with that experience? Anyone? Okay, no one wants to speak. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Nancy, please speak.
Yes, I'm a chemistry teacher, and there's a particular topic in chemistry, electrolysis. My students always find it very, very difficult, and even me personally, I will have to sit down and.
Nancy, you can go ahead.
Not sure why, but it's the only barracks they don't come into.
Hello? I think we lost her. Oh, okay. Doris,
Hello?
do you want to speak? Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I want to say something. I've taught agricultural science. I've taught SF3. There's this topic in agricultural science, animal breeding. When it gets to Mendel's law, the crop breeding, that's the genetics aspect of it, I discovered that the students were seeing it as an uphill task. I think with this simulation, it will make it a little bit easier for the students to learn.
Great. Thank you so much. Okay. I see a lot of biology and science. I'm going to share another resource that would help for biology people. A lot of simulations there you can get. Okay. So you have to reflect before you select a topic that you have to design an activity sheet for. All right. You have to select, I have a busy here with a lot to cover. How is this lesson going to fit in? Will you replace a lesson? Will it be supplemental? You have to think about where in the topic sentence sequence it will fit. Will it introduce a topic you know most students have difficulty in? Reinforce a topic, address common students' misunderstandings or misconception. So we know those topics, all right, because it's quite a tedious and uphill task, okay, to create an activity sheet, I tell you. And don't worry, when you're creating yours, because you have to create one for you to get a certificate on this, okay? So when you're creating, you see, you have to put in a lot of thinking, a lot of work to create a sheet that will lead students to learning your goals, okay? So you have to really sit down and know which topic to create an activity sheet for. Okay, so thank you so much. I don't want to keep us too long here, all right? So we've come to the end. So you think critically well. I would advise that in doing this assignment, that particular topic that's always been a problem, I think you should work on it for your activity sheet so you can implement it in your classroom, okay? An activity sheet usually takes like 40 minutes to implement. Interactive session. You have laptops, you can use your computer lab, or you can use a projector. It depends on which particular pedagogy you want to use, okay? So we've come to the end of today's session, and I just want to remind us that we should please, if we've not joined the WhatsApp group, I share the link, and your assignment is in the Coursera course. When you click on active design, let me show you active design. So you should have done this introduction to PhET, whole class. Now you go to active design. This is where you get your assignment in active design. You click here, you join the class, okay? And let me quickly show you how it looks like on Coursera. So someone was asking about this time zone. Just close it. Nothing's going to happen. Just close it. It's time zone, time setting stuff. Just close it, okay? Nothing's going to happen. All right? So for activity design, this is the way it sits. You're going to see week one. Week one is for everyone to study. All right? Just read. It's a 5 minutes read. Now week two, some science activity. So here we have for chemistry. So you're going to go through all this till where? Relab. Okay. So you're going to go through all this till here. Everyone. So you're going to go through all this till here. Then science is divided to physics, biology, and chemistry. Then you now focus the subjects that you teach. If you teach physics, you focus on physics, pre-lab. If it's biology, focus on biology pre-lab. If it's chemistry, focus on chemistry pre-lab. Okay, these are challenge prompts. Even in the challenge prompts, you focus on your physics. This is an introduction to challenge prompts for everyone. Then when it delves into specific subject matter, if you're a physics teacher, you go to physics. If you're biology, you go there. If you're chemistry, you go there. Oh, this is for everyone. This is for everyone. This is for everyone. Then here is where you now submit your activity sheet design. When you click here, okay, you see, okay, so no. This is the templates. When you click, you download. So you work from the templates, reading all these guidelines. Then to submit, you go to your submission, put your name and submit. After submission, I can click out. After submission, you put your name and the title of your activity sheet, you upload your file, click here and submit. After submission, you still have something to do, which is to review. You have to review 3 other people's work according to the rubric, okay, that is placed. All right. And when you do that, you can always follow from here. You can always check your grades, how far you have completed this particular course. From here, you can always follow your grade, how far. Please, I'm out of the environment. I can't see what you are doing, ma. Please, can you all see my screen? Hello? Can you see my screen? Can I see a thumbs up in the chat box?
I'm only seeing the participants. Hello, hello, ma'am.
Yes?
I'm seeing only the participants. The anything. I'm not seeing your screen. I'm seeing only the participants. Thank you. I can see it now, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I said, let me come again with how the courses for the activity design on Coursera. This is how you're going to see it on your dashboard. I said week 1 is for everyone, both the science and maths teachers. Okay, we have 3 weeks. Week 1 for everyone. Week 2 are for the science teachers. Week 3 are for the maths teachers. Okay, just maths. In week 3, everything here is just for the maths people. Week 2, you have for the science people, and the science people comprises of what? Your physics, biology, and chemistry. Okay? All the way from here, you're going to go through all these activities. Everyone, that's the both physics, chemistry, and biology, will go through all this till here. When you get here, then you as a physics teacher, this is what you have to focus on. As a biology teacher, this is what you have to focus on. As a chemistry teacher, this is what you have to focus on. If you want to take everything, fine and good, okay? But you can focus on your own subject. All right, this is for everyone. Now, this is for physics. You know, where it says physics, biology, you just focus on that. Where it doesn't mention physics, chemistry, or biology, it means it's for everyone. So this is where you go. This is where you go. This is where you submit your assignment. So you click here. There's a place to submit and there's a place to review other people's work. Don't forget, as Rebecca said, you have to submit and you have to review 3 other people's works. So, and here, this button is where you see your grades, how far you have gone. All right. So here, click here to submit. There's a template here. You click download. This is a template that you use. And, you know, you go through, you follow the instructions written here. All right. You can see here, all the instructions are written here. All right, so to submit, you click on your submission, you upload your documents. Then after that, you review 3 other people. So this is how you navigate this course. Let me quickly go to, so week 3 for our maths design. All right, look, everything here is for the maths people, everything here. So you go through all this, okay? And this is where you submit your activity sheet design, and this is where you review your pairs. All right. Does anyone have any question before we round up? Yeah, I see some things in the chat box. Does this mean my math teachers are not? Yes, math teachers are not to partake in week 2. Week 2 are for the science people. Okay. I see Victor. I have 2 questions. I discovered that I haven't found simulation in chemistry that deals in quantitative and qualitative chemical reaction like salt. There's salt and base. There is salt and base. There is. Right? It's just for you to browse through. Yeah, I think I've seen salt and a PA scale. pH scale. This is acid-base solution. Polarity. So you can click and play around. It might cover the particular your learning goals objective that you want to, teach. Okay. Any other question? Any other question? So yeah, Sir Edwin says yes. Week 2 only for you just maths. So it's separated. Why week 2? Sorry, week 3 is just for the maths teachers. You don't need to do week 2 activities. All right. Week 2 activities are for the science people, and even in the science, it is separated: physics, biology, and chemistry. So you pick which you are and read up the content there, then work on your assignment with the help of the materials and content in this section. Okay, is there any other question? Where will we find these activities? How do you mean? You can unmute, please, and speak, Doris.
Please, I'm a little bit confused. I mean, these things you're showing on the screen, how are we going to assess them?
So, if you have registered,
yes, I have.
Have you started any of the courses?
No, I've not. I was the one complaining to you now. I didn't get
You've
them.
not received emails?
I just received them around 5 o'clock.
Yes, because
evening.
yes. So when you complain, I checked the list and I resent to people that just registered recently. So you should have received these mails. So you start with Introduction to PhET Simulation. So this is it. You come to Introduction to PhET Simulation. This is where you have to start. All right.
Okay.
You click join.
I should start with the first one you sent.
There's a document I'm going to share again immediately after this webinar. All right. So you have to please read it first before you start. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you receive 4 mails. This is the sequence. The first course is introduction. Second, whole class. Then the third is activity design. Then the last is implementation. Okay. So immediately, look at what I said. As you have received your email, you will receive, you receive 4 mails. Okay. Like this. Yeah. Please kindly join all of them immediately. As I said, join. Click here, come here, join. Go to the other one, join. Join on the 4 of them, so you don't have issues earlier on. So when you click join, automatically in your Coursera dashboard, it's going to add up all those courses in your dashboard. Okay?
Okay.
So then you now go to your dashboard and start. So from here now, this is activity design. Let me quickly show you how introduction looks like. So this is how introduction will look like, okay? In introduction, you have week 1 and week 2, okay? You just go through everything. It's like an online LMS, okay? And read and continue, read, continue, read each one of them. You see tags, you see quizzes, you see where you're going to submit your assignment and all that, okay? Just follow it through. It's quite easy. Follow instructions is quite easy to go through. So this week 2 is where you do your assignment here. I think that's where you submit your assignment. All right. And go through some other things, then do a quiz. All right. And when you are done with that, you review 3 people. That's what we call peer review. So you have to review 3 other people's work. All right. And when you are done with that, the system will automatically grade you and issue you your certificates. Okay? So this is for introduction. This is for introduction. When you are done with introduction, you go to whole class with PhET. all right? You go to whole class inquiry with PhET, okay? And after that, then you can now start activity design, all right? Because it's only with all this knowledge that you can do this activity design, okay, with PhET. Yeah, that's it. Let me see, I see some questions in the chat box.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you're welcome. Can I get certificate for more than one subject? No, it's one subject. It's one certificate for anyone you do. Okay, is there any PhET sim on chemistry topics? Like you have to search the PhET website, okay, where I went to. Go to phet.colorado.edu. I'll drop the link and you search for the simulation. Okay, if you don't find it, let me know on the group. I will link you to other website that will help you. Can teachers design PhET sims? Yes, you can design. You have to learn programming. Yeah, that's the thing. As a teacher, you can do it. Anyone can do anything, but to design one, you have to learn programming. And you have to have a research team, to help you place all the buttons, what it will do. And the UI designer is a whole lot of work. Okay? Yes. Can I go over all my assignments and then review 3 people's work to be satisfied? In each of the courses, you have to review 3 people before you are certified. Okay? In introduction, you have to review after your assignment, you review 3 people. A whole class, after your assignment, you review 3 people. In activity design, after your assignment, you review 3 people. And the final one before you get your certificate. Yes. Any other question? The chat box? Or is there any question on the WhatsApp? Okay, yes, Mr. Denny, you can speak. Mr. Denny, you said yes. Can you speak? You can unmute and speak. Afternoon.
Yeah. Please, is it after like under the introduction now? Are you getting it, ma'am?
Yes.
After the introduction, we have so many assignments that I'm going to do. You see, after completing all the whole assignments under the introduction, then I will now submit. Then I will now do review after completing all the assignments under the introduction.
Look at the major assignment you are submitting here. Can you see your screen?
Yes.
Hello. This is where you are
Hello,
submitting your assignment. Here, selecting PhET simulation. Click on it. Okay. These are your instructions. This is a template that you will use to create your own. When you download it, you create your own, selecting your PhET sims. Then after you're done, you come here and you submit, you upload. When you submit, then you now come here and review 3 people's work. Okay? It's very easy. Just follow the instructions. You review 3 people's work, then you are done. To know if you are done, you can always come back. You can always come back to this place. Check your grades to show you if you are done or not. Are you with me? This is where it will show you 100% or not.
And
Are you with me?
Immediately after. Hello?
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 I can hear you.
After each assignment, after completing each assignment, okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
After completing each assignment, it gives me the grade, which is 100% after I've gotten the assignment.
Yes. Yes. When you see 100,
yes.
100, you are good.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
When you are
is it
done,
after then that I will now do review? Or I will still continue until I get to the last.
After you are done with introduction, you see 100%.
Okay.
Then go and review. Okay?
Yes.
Okay?
Because under each of the section we have assignment for each of the section. That's what I'm trying to see.
Yes.
We have assignments under the introduction. We have assignments for each of the section. So is it after each section or after doing the whole assignment under the introduction? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, after doing the whole assignment introduction. Yes.
Under the okay.
Yeah. I see the deadline is June 12th of June. Deadline for finishing everything on the courses. So even after we finish the webinar, I will still be here to take your questions. I'm still on the group to help you. Okay, because we know it is time consuming and intensive. So it's 2 months we are giving you to complete the course. Okay. So please say, is there another way we can get the video of the classes without going through streaming or downloading from YouTube? How else do you want to get? I don't know. Which other better? Do you have a suggestion? You have a suggestion?
No.
Hello, Mr. Samuel. Yeah.
For now, there's no way. You can only get to. For now, there's no way.
There is a way, ma.
What's the way, please?
Hello, ma.
Yes.
The way is sending it to our Google, using our email address. You send it to our Drive, Google Drive, and we can access the videos.
So even the Google Drive,
Through
are you
our
not still going to use data? Are you going to use more data? Hello?
Sometimes when we go on YouTube, they'll ask us to subscribe, before you can download things on YouTube, or else you stream directly.
Go to YouTube to. Wait, it doesn't.
YouTube will ask you to subscribe to their premium package.
You don't need to. You don't need to subscribe before you can download.
From YouTube?
Yes. Don't need to.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Samuel.
Yeah, there is a lot of way to download it from YouTube. There is a lot of way you can download the video from YouTube.
Can you share with us on WhatsApp, please?
Okay, I will send the link. Go through H2D download and all of that. You can just, because it's a file, you just save as a file. You download from the YouTube.
Okay, thank you. So please share that with us. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, you are going to have access to the recorded videos. Yes. And there's already one, the first video, I'm going to drop all the links on the group. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. And thank you for staying to the end. Thank you so much. I appreciate your zeal, your passion to stay till the end. It's not all STEM teachers that can go through this length. Starting from day one, last week Friday, this is another day, and with the work again, we're sitting down crafting this activity design sheet. It's not being so. You have to think critically like a scientist, like an educator. Get good learning pedagogies to help our learners get our particular learning objectives. So thank you so much for putting out this effort. I appreciate this. Okay, so thank you, and we shall meet finally on Friday, which will discuss implementation of our PhET activity sheet. How do we now implement strategies to carry out when implementing this in classrooms? All right, thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Okay, so let me stop sharing so I can see your faces. Stop sharing.
Thank you too.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend and good night, and God bless. Stay blessed. Your weekend is blessed. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, blessed too.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, ma. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
God bless you richly.
Everybody, we are very grateful.
Thank you. Thank you. And please spread it. I think we're stopping.
Bye.
Tomorrow we're going to stop registration. So any of your colleagues that still want to come on board, they can still do it. But by tomorrow, we'll stop registering.
When is our next class? When is our next class?
It's on Friday. Next week Friday.
Next week Friday.
Yeah, 26th.
Next week Friday.
Yes.
Ma.
Okay.
Yes.
Ma, since you said the due date for assessment has passed, so it means that our assignment is no longer needed again. That's
No.
what the due date for assessment.
No. You continue. If you continue,
All right.
you just continue. Ignore that and continue.
Right.
It's the course is going to close 4th of June. So ignore it and continue.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
No
you so
problem.
much. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
God bless you,
ma.
Yeah.
Remain blessed.
Bye, Doris.
Good night. Good
Bye.
night.
Good night. Good night.